Hi guys, Raul Jr. and Mr. A from E-Lifestyle coming to you again from, what is it here?
Blythe, California.
Blythe, California, guys.
Right on the edge of the Colorado River.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna just about cross into the Arizona,
yeah.
border.
But before we do that, we're going to stop and drone for a bit with the new drone, the Karma. Yeah. So that's the plan for the next hour.
Yeah, okay guys, so like Mr. A is saying right now, we have not been able to fly the drone yet. Yesterday, the plans changed a little bit. That's part of the E-Lifestyle. And today, what we are gonna relate to you is what an E-Lifestyle is all about. We have gotten a lot of questions on Facebook, like, you know, what's E-Lifestyle? What's E-Lifestyle? And you know, that's a legit question. Why? Because, you know, we have not yet gone out to the marketplace to explain exactly what an E-Lifestyle is. Our website says it, but in this opportunity, throughout this boot camp that we've undergone with Mr. A, we are on this clip wanting to explain what an E-Lifestyle means. And for right now, E-Lifestyle has 3 pillars. 1 being online business, 2 being digital agency, and 3 being cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, altcoin investments and trading. So Mr. A here has seen all 3 of them, right? We have browsed through all the 3 of them, but right now we're just about to culminate the personal development section of the boot camp. Meaning that, like we were saying on the way, and I'm going to give the word here to Mr. A, we were touching on a very important subject. He posed a question to me, and that spurred a long conversation that you guys are going to have access to. But basically, what we are going to jump onto is to become practitioners. So Mr. A has gone through the personal development section of the boot camp, and now it's time to dive in and get our hands dirty and, you know, get on the keyboard, get on the mouse, and start learning how all those 3 pillars operate, but mainly the first pillar. And then we're gonna jump onto the second, because really the second is the consequence of the first one. First one, you learn online skills, online marketing, affiliate marketing, and in the digital agency, you're putting that in practice. You've already seen the crypto side of things, the Crypto Flight, which is another of our brands that we will be presenting to you guys and detailing to you guys on how it works. But right now I'm going to give the word to Mr. A. Mr. A is about to finish the personal development section of the course. The course is going to culminate with discipline. And yesterday along the way, we were adding the concept of complacency. And we saw that, you know, we cannot be disciplined with complacency. So complacency has to be outside of the equation and never be touched again. So I'll give you the word on what are your feelings about having, you know, almost gone through the whole section of personal development, and how do you think that as a foundation is going to help you when you dive into the keyboard?
Thanks, JR. Well, guys, you know, this personal development, amongst other things, it gets your brain going. It gets you thinking about a lot of things. And, you know, I've been going back to my previous ways, my previous methods, my previous customs, and understanding why I failed, why people didn't like me, why many of the bad things that had been happening to me. So personal development definitely is a very important part of this transformation phase, or this transformation process. And basically, I think it's safe to say that if you don't transform and change your thinking, then you're just going to be complacent. Stay in the same place. But we've been stressing, you have to move on. You have to move forward all the time. Get out of the box. Get out of your comfort zone. If you don't do that, then you're just going to fall back on your previous ways, on your previous doing the things you like.
Habits.
On your previous habits, doing the
yeah.
things you like instead of doing the things that you know, because I knew I had to do things, but I just didn't want to do them. I wanted to do things I liked, fun things. So personal development definitely is required to jumpstart your head in order to start working with all of these things that we've been discussing about, that adaptation.
Sorry to interrupt you. Sorry to interrupt you. I know you were going to elaborate on the boot camp, and that's very important. Why? Remember when we were back in high school, when Miss Olga told us the prepositions, I think, or ante, bajo, dos, ante, bajo, contra, de, desde, ante. So what I was going to say is that the boot camp, we have it ingrained in our mindset. And sorry I interrupted you, man, because you were on a trend and you were going to start laying out what the boot camp constituted, right? And how each element is, once it's in your mindset, in your brain, like you're saying. See, I'm 53 and that class was given to me when I was 12.
Yeah. 40 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. and I just, it just seems like 4 decades ago. So, but I have it with me yet, still. But guess what? She was always repeating that every day in class, right?
Yeah.
So I'm really happy. I'll let you go now with the concepts of the boot camp. Sorry, that sequence I think is very important, and it's taken us to this day, right? Okay. So sorry, man.
So
sorry
you weren't cutting me short then?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay, I can continue now.
Yes,
right.
sorry.
I was just going to say quickly, adaptation, gratitude, acceleration, commitment, spiritual development.
Yeah.
I think I'm missing one.
Yeah. We need to back up a little bit. There. The cameras. Yeah. So we started with transformation and adaptation, right?
Yes.
Then we jumped on to gratitude. Then we jumped on to procrastination.
Oh, procrastination.
Yes,
yeah,
that's the one.
Yeah,
That's the one.
And one of the most important ones, because whatever we haven't done is because we procrastinate. We tend, as human beings, to procrastinate, which is doing what we want, doing what we like, instead of doing what we know is correct, what we know will take us up. And that's just our human nature. So we have to beat that. We have to row against the tide. We have to swim against the tide and beat procrastination. So, then the other elements that we're saying, which was after procrastination, acceleration,
yeah.
And then commitment and spiritual development,
yeah.
To end up with discipline.
Yeah.
With discipline, keeping in mind that we cannot be complacent. We have to always strive to be the best we can be, to be better than everybody else, to be better than the systems. So that's what we're on the journey we're on right now, to go see a couple of guys who have excelled at discipline and not being complacent. So check us out in a little while, or check us out later to see what these guys have to say about discipline. So we know that we have to follow the path, as JR said, and keep repeating it, keep stressing on these elements, so that in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, we'll still be on this path and have these concepts in mind, and they'll be ingrained, they'll be burned into our minds.
Exactly. So I love the way that you're, laying all that out, and how we're going to culminate with discipline and basically shedding complacency. Because every time we fall into complacency, a synonym of, sorry guys, we got a truck going on the way here. We're gonna just pause and just let it go away. I mean, the engine's a little loud.
Yeah, we're on this interstate highway from Los Angeles to Phoenix, man. It's crazy how many trucks drive through here.
Oh yeah, last night we seen all the freight that's being transported.
Yeah,
it's just crazy.
Yeah, you can see the red line of the taillights all the way to the horizon as we were driving along.
Yeah, of semis, Yeah. Semi trucks, yeah. So, guys, I have a few announcements that are very exciting. Today, we're gonna, like Mr. A said, we're gonna fly the Karma. We're gonna fly it probably where you can see desert. We can see
we'll try to catch the Colorado River.
There you go. That's excellent point. But we're on a mission right now, and we're chasing 100,000 worth of Bitcoin. And that is very important because our third leg of the e-life is based on investments. So, you know, it's very, you know, good to say we're gonna go jump on and start using the digital tools, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, websites, funnels, and all that. But we need to find a way to fund them, right? So we need to have an investment that funds our advertising, and cryptocurrency is a very accelerated way of putting money that's in the bank into crypto, and then you're getting yields that can fund your advertising, they can fund your expenses. Like right now, Mr. A and myself are sitting here at 3 p.m. when people are still grinding away on their jobs, right?
Yeah.
But yet we are living the e-lifestyle. And with that, I'm just gonna show you a little bit about what the e-lifestyle constitutes. You know, for now, we're defining it as those 3 pillars, and we're adding to it several brands, being one of them, Trip of a Lifetime.
Yeah.
Yes,
Can
go
I
ahead.
just add,
Yes.
and you correct me if
Yes.
it can be generalized, but for us, the e-lifestyle are these 3 pillars. But for you or for somebody else, it could be
Yes.
3 other different
Yes,
pillars.
That's a very important point. That's a very important point, man, because e-lifestyle for, you know, for example, e-lifestyle for my peers at the SFM and DEA is something different. There's a lady that went into meditation. So right, she's not constituting those 3 pillars, but she's probably, you know, adding spirituality, meditation, and physical wellness, and also being at peace, right? Which is very important. So see, she adds those pillars, she creates her umbrella of brands, and there you go. Her purpose, it's starting to get, how do you say the word when your purpose is fulfilled, or it's, you're executing your purpose on this world. And that's what's important.
You find your purpose.
You find your purpose, and then you send it to the world. But the thing, exactly. But the thing that I think it's important is that we're following Stuart Ross's and Jay Kubasak's teachings that say, follow your passions, find your purpose, send it to the marketplace and the world, and become the better version of yourself. And then you become time free. You're time independent, financially independent, fully happy, fulfilled. Your relationships are better.